Welcome everybody to the KMP Music Den. Shh, not so loud. Keith is sleeping, as you can see. Keith, Keith, we need you. Dr.
Oh,
Ryan Adams is releasing 4 albums. Get up.
help me, Ralph Macchio. You're my only hope.
Uh, welcome everybody. Today we got some
Wait,
big
what?
news, don't we, Keith?
I'm sorry, what?
There's some big news.
What?
I'm sorry to wake you up. Did I wake you up?
Well, yeah, man. I was
I
having a
sent
dream.
I sent the bat signal. You didn't see it?
No, what's going on, man? It better be good if you're waking me up.
DRA is releasing 4 albums. And he just released not all the songs, obviously, but a song for each one.
Oh, really?
Yes, he did. Now, at first, I thought there might be 5 or 6 albums because I didn't know what a tetralogy was. Because where I
Oh,
went to school, we didn't learn shapes. So
okay.
I thought quad was 4. So I thought this is 5 or 6. So I had to Google it, but it's 4. So
Oh, yeah. I would think. Isn't Tetris? Isn't Tetris? Does that have to do with Tetris tetralogy, or maybe that's something else?
I couldn't even begin to tell you. I thought quad and I thought penta something. And
Yeah, penta, septa, and
yeah, well, apparently tetra is 4. So
so we're getting four.
4 new albums. 4 new albums. So all the
Well,
news.
yeah, I'll talk to the people for just a moment here. I'm gonna go listen to the songs real quick. I'll be back in a moment. Yeah,
All right, all
yeah,
4. Make sure you listen to all
yeah.
4.
All four. I mean, it just take a
Okay.
minute. Yeah.
Yeah, shouldn't take long. But folks, so there's been so much conversation with Brian right now with the cancellation of the shows. We found out his Meniere's disease has been acting up. That's not much of a surprise. Anybody who knows or been around somebody with Meniere's disease knows it just flares, goes out of control, and then it's a nightmare. So if that's the case, then yeah, I mean, we want him to be healthy. So get off the road, take care of yourself. But in the meantime, just at Goodwill, he sent us 4 singles essentially. We got the albums. I had to write them down quick. This is so new. We got Sword and Stone. That's the one we knew of because there was a single release not too long ago. Heat Wave, Star Sign in 1985. So 4 albums coming out. Now, while Keith listens to this, I can tell you right now his favorite. Oh,
Oh, hey.
he's back.
Yeah, listen to him, man.
What did
Probably
you think?
wondering why. Probably wondering how I did that so quick. But we don't need to look. We don't need to look too closely at that.
No, I mean that's not important. Who cares?
No.
So, what was your thoughts on the 4 full songs you listened to there?
Well, again, I'm half awake here, but uh, we're so dumb. Um, I tell you now. In the brief time I was away, I listened and I actually ranked them.
Oh, that's
So
really fast. That's
yeah,
impressive.
well, thank you. So I'm wondering, I'm wondering if just by each single it'll end up being that I like that album the most, and then second most. We'll see. I mean that would be
I got a
probably be
prediction.
insane.
I got a prediction.
Okay.
I think I can tell you how you rank them.
Okay. Yeah. Please.
Let me see if I'm right.
Okay.
I'm going to start with Speeding Car was your number 1.
That's correct.
Number 2, Blown Away.
No,
Oh, is it Lies?
it is
I
lies.
was surprised. Okay,
And
and
then
and then Blown Away.
yes, and last is
Waste of time.
you.
Okay,
You almost had it. Yeah.
I always had. I'm surprised by
Yeah.
the Lies one. Okay,
Now
okay.
again, I didn't dislike any of them, of course.
No,
Um, now I'm trying to remember. I didn't have a chance to look this up, but Star Sign wasn't that like a B side from Ashes and Fire album?
I thought so. I don't know though. Like I lose track. There's so much material coming out, but
Yeah,
the album name is immediately hit me. I said, "Well, I thought I heard about this." Or yeah, I mean, it's
yeah, which is fine. I'm just trying to
yeah,
connect the dots here. Um, but now I know 1985 wasn't that supposed to always be the sequel to 1984, where it's like
yeah,
short, quick punk songs?
pretty much. From what I
Yeah.
understand, yes.
Now, Lies from Heat Wave, to me, sounded like it would be more on 1985. Waste of Time is not a long song, but it's not like super short like Lies is.
Yeah,
Um, and yeah, like you were saying with Sword and Stone, the I Was Here song we heard a while back.
Yeah, I like
which I
that a lot.
really liked.
Mhm.
Actually, I like that a bit more than Blown Away. Actually,
Me too. I agree.
yeah. Um, but man, can we just talk about? I mean, what we're experiencing here, guys, with this? It's like this is unprecedented. The
Yeah.
output, and I see comments, and I'm sure you see them too, where people say, "Oh, well, yeah, just give me one really good album instead of four mediocre ones," and blah 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 blah. And like, I just wonder, like, what's the bar? Like, what are these
Yeah.
people that say this comparing it to? Because,
Yeah.
uh, you know, uh, a B, a B or B minus or B plus Ryan Adams album is better than just about anything else you're going to hear these days, in my
No
opinion.
shit. No shit.
So
But that's the thing. If you took let's say the last four albums you released, if you would have made one album out of those, all the songs you'd be missing off those other three albums. I mean, those four albums.
yeah,
You can't make one album out of those four. I mean,
no, no, you
no,
can't. And they yeah, and the albums have different vibes and sounds too. So it would be
exactly,
like it
exactly,
almost be like Demolition too. um,
exactly. Yeah,
might be cool, but yeah. I mean, for me personally, I mean, we are self proclaimed, unashamed, um, DRA freaks. Okay,
yeah.
um, so but honestly, I mean, I listened to those past four albums that he put out, and man, I'd say among the four of them, there may be two or three songs that I could live without, but I
I
but
mean,
I don't even think they're really bad necessarily.
no,
Yeah,
no. I mean, that's like you said. What bar are we setting here? I mean,
yeah,
where we're upset with certain like no. I mean, we have four albums coming out. I want all four albums. I mean, I'm
yeah,
excited. Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, I wonder if he's gonna just. What are your thoughts about how he's gonna release? I mean, he said a while ago that he was gonna get them all out by the end of the year, and it's almost October. So, do you think he's gonna dump them all at once, or is he gonna do like one a month and then one at Christmas for free? Or I mean, what do you think?
I mean, yeah. I mean, after 3 months, well, you're right. 4 months, he could put one out a month. I would love it as a box set. Now I know some people financially, it's not a fun thing to drop money on four albums at once. I know
Yeah,
that, but
yeah,
I'm just weird. I like boxes. I like being able to open something big and
yeah,
sit down for like take off work so I can pound through four albums in one day. So that'd
yeah,
be
yeah.
fun. It'd be fun, but yeah, I think your way makes more sense to drop them one a month. But yeah, I
Yeah, I
mean,
mean, I think he's wise enough to know that most people get paid every week or every other week.
yeah,
So,
yeah,
to put them all at once, he might lose out on some sales. Um, might he decide to drop one of the four for free as a thank you to everyone, and kind of almost like a hey, I'm sorry for the people that had tickets that he's not going to be able to play the shows. Maybe I don't know.
yeah. I mean, I don't think he needs to at this point. I mean, I mean, it's very possible. I mean, he dropped what was it, Devolver at no
Yeah,
cost. So I mean, he didn't have to do that.
yeah,
So I mean, even if he has his own studio, he's still putting in his time. He's putting in work. So I mean, he should get paid for the work he's doing. But
yeah. I mean, I vow, and you can hold me to this because we have the video now, but I vow not to make the same effing
oh,
mistake I
you
did
did
on the vinyl of the last four. So
because what you're
stupid.
still missing three of them, right?
Yeah, I mean, I do not have Romeo and Juliet, which is killing me.
As I said,
Um,
gotta kill you.
yeah, I do not have Chris, and I do not have Devolver. I only have FM of those last four because I bought it in Reading, Pennsylvania at that
Yeah,
show I went to
yeah.
last month. So yeah, I mean, I hope if he's looking to get the vinyl restocked on the old ones. Old now we call them old because
The one
you know
year old, yeah,
yeah, the one
yeah,
year old ones. I'm gonna buy everything and not be so stupid. So
yeah. No, I'm hoping you're right. I mean, maybe it'll be one a month and just something to look forward to every 30 days.
yeah,
It's a lot to
well,
digest, a lot of music to digest. So I mean, that makes sense.
yeah, and and again, I ranked them just for fun, but I enjoyed all the songs. Um, yeah, Speeding Car, you were right. I mean that one particularly stood out to me.
I thought it
Um,
might. I leant more towards Heatwave, the album Heatwave. I'm really excited about. That song
Yeah.
live, man. That's raw. That sounds like a Black Sabbath track with Ryan Adams singing on it. It's so
Yeah.
cool. So I mean, I'm really
Yeah.
excited to see if that's like his Black Sabbath album. I mean, not Black Sabbath, Black Flag. Holy shit, not Black
Oh
Sabbath.
yeah, I was gonna say when
Black
you said that,
Flag.
I'm like, maybe you're
Yeah,
hearing
all of a
something
sudden he
wrong.
sounds like Ozzy. No, 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 no. Black Flag.
Black Flag, yeah, that's better.
Too many black bands, man. I don't know. But yeah,
Yeah,
Black Flag to me. Now, 1985 might have the same vibe though, but
yeah. We'll see because those two, it seems so far that it kind of similar in vibe, but
mm,
no, there's going to be some differences.
oh yeah,
Excuse me, but yeah, Sword and Stone, I think it's going to be pretty strong. But Star
yeah,
Sign, I'm super intrigued by now by that one song.
yeah,
Um, Star Sign might end up having, kind of like Romeo and Juliet for me, where it's got those three songs in a row in the middle
yeah.
there that are just like, oh my God, like so amazing
It
right in a row.
sounds like that's going to be his classic Ryan Adams album. That's
Yeah.
right in his mold, if you know what I mean. But yeah,
Yeah. Now, do you think you might know from just, a lot of stuff about him, but do you think a lot, or at least some of this has been recorded maybe even years ago? Or is this more recent recordings?
it has to be. I mean, now you're the one who's recorded. I mean, can you put out? Let's just say each album has 12 tracks,
Yeah.
so that's 48 tracks, and he just released what 4 albums or 40. I mean, well, they were double albums, some of that.
Yeah, two of them were at least.
I mean,
Yeah.
could you put those out, right? Record, do all that while you're touring? I mean, could you do all that?
Um,
Or are
not
these
not
stored?
while you're touring. I mean,
Yeah,
I guess maybe I'm not being as clear with my question, but I think I'm under the impression that 1985 has been in the vault for a while.
that's what I'm wondering. It probably has. Yeah.
And again, now there are people that might say, "Oh, well, yeah. Oh, he recorded. He's releasing 4 albums this year, and but some of that stuff we recorded years ago." I mean, it doesn't really matter because
No.
to me, new means new to me.
Yeah. True.
I don't know these songs. I haven't heard them. I don't have them in my
Yeah.
Ryan vinyl collection. That's all that I care about.
Yeah. I agree.
So I think a lot of people would agree, hopefully too. But there's
Well, I
always
mean, what
people.
is it? We're gonna have 8 albums in a 24-month span. I mean,
Wow,
name one other artist you know that's put out that. I mean, shit, I should be careful. King Gizzard, who knows
King
what they
Gizzard,
put out,
yeah,
but
yeah.
that's really what I can think of.
Not even Ty Segall has been able to keep up with Ryan, and
No.
Neil Young has been putting out a lot of his archival stuff.
Yeah.
But again, archival, I mean, like 40 years ago and stuff, not
Yeah.
like a few years ago or whatever.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I mean, Speeding Car, it lies, Blown Away, Waste of Time.
Mhm.
Do you think the picture artwork kind of thing we're seeing on these singles are the album covers? Do you think?
Yes, I believe so.
Because I hope so, because they're great.
Yeah, because Sword and Stone now has the same picture for both the songs that were
You're
released.
right. Yeah, yeah. Now that I think about it.
So I mean, I gotta
Um,
imagine that's the album cover. And the four, I mean, the Heat Waves. That's such a cool album cover. Like
oh yeah,
I was like, man, that's a badass album cover. Looks like he's in some back room in a club somewhere, and it's like that's
yeah.
cool. So
And I
yeah,
thought Star Sign is a great cover.
yeah. So I mean, I think these are all covers. Yeah,
Yeah, and as we're talking about the album covers now, I'm re-kicking myself in the face for not having 3 of the 4 of the last ones on vinyl. That was so stupid.
yeah, yeah.
Guess I was having a rough pay week that week, but I'm gonna start saving up now.
Yeah, it's a smart move.
Yeah, if he releases the Chris, and Romeo and Juliet and Devolver on vinyl, I'll go back and get those. I'm definitely getting the new ones, no question.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll tell my wife I want them for Christmas.
All 7.
Yeah, yeah. I don't need anything under the tree. Just as soon as he puts these on the PaxAmp store, you press order, sweetheart, and I'm good for Christmas. I'm good for next year's birthday. Well, by next year's birthday for me, he might have another 3 or 4 albums. But
there, yeah.
But I mean, we've talked about this before. But to be a fan of someone like this at this moment in time, it's such a unique, special thing that the DRA Army has going on here. I know, like you said in the beginning of the video, there's been a lot of talk of, the canceled shows and, people saying, oh, he doesn't care about his fans and this and that. Um, I think that's unfair.
Oh, it is completely.
I think that's
Yeah.
unfair. I mean, now someone could say, well, you saw him in Reading in August, and if you had, let's say you had tickets for October or November, out of your area and you had to book a flight and everything, you might not be as forgiving, understanding, and gracious. Perhaps it might be more of an, I mean, it would definitely be more of an inconvenience because I just saw him last month and I was lucky to do that. But man, we've talked about this before. I've seen him live several times. I mean, the albums are forever. I mean, you can listen to them forever. You keep them forever.
Yes.
The music lives on forever. Um, his quantity and quality is in the modern era to me is absolutely unmatched. I mean, it's a joke to even try and think of someone else that would it's hold a candle to what we're seeing here
Yeah.
with North Adams. So yeah, I'm just give me the music, man.
I agree.
Yeah.
Fully
So
agree.
so yeah, it'll be very interesting when the albums come out to review them, and then kind of do what we did with the last four of kind of after we listened to them for a while, kind of rank them, and of
Yep.
course we'll see what everybody says in the comments here. Um, but yeah, I mean, yeah, Star Sign and Heat Wave. I think for both
Those,
of us seem to be the two that are like peeking their heads up a little bit so
yeah,
far. Like, I
I
want
agree.
to, yeah, but they're all going to be great, I'm sure.
Oh, I agree. Yeah, they're all be good. Yep.
So, hey, it was a really good reason for you to wake me up. I
Okay.
appreciate it.
So go back, take a nap. Yeah, get back. I know you got to work early, so
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to sleep. So if you could just wrap up the video and tell them what they need to do, I appreciate it, buddy.
sure. As long as you hit
Thanks.
the stop part for the end of the video.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Just let me get into position here. Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
sounds good. So everybody, thank you for watching. Let us know what you think. I mean, you're all Ryan Adams fans for a reason. You all have love for the music, and hopefully you're excited for it as well. And wish Keith a good night's sleep. And like, share, subscribe to the channel, and we look forward to bringing you more content. Have a good night.